Hey all, and this is my level made for the Technical versus Traditional Challenge Round 2. This is called the Void of Eternity. Now it's not really a traditional or technical level in some respects. It has traditional aspects as it's a traditional horror themed stage. There's technical optional routes as well. It's quite a weird stage. It's a remix of another stage I made that was basically hot garbage, so to speak. This is what the stage looks like anyway. So the start of the stage is really easy. There's nothing here that will kill you. Even the grinders are blocked off. So it's basically designed to give the player a false sense of security. Doesn't last for long though, as when you get to the checkpoint, you get to here, play the stage from here, hit that, and well, you've been trolled. So the entire level is basically in the pipe. And it's all in the dark as well. Just to make it a little bit harder. So yeah, basically, for this part of the level, you have to use the light to light up your path, so to speak. I will talk a bit about the blue pipes later on. But this is what the main section of this part of the level looks like. So none of it is that difficult, but it is all in the dark, so it's a bit harder than what it looks like here. Checkpoint there. There's on-off switches as well. That's basically to keep it in the dark. You get a smaller light source when the on-off switches are on-off, so to speak, if that makes sense. So let's keep going. Keep going. And then when you get to here, you get the spiny helmet. Then you go in one of the two pipes. Then you can go back to the start and complete the level. Well, not quite the start, but I'll show you where it takes you to. There we go. So that's the main method for beating the stage, but there are other methods as well. Plus, you may have seen there's actually a bonus area as well near the end of the subworld. So now what I'm going to do is play the stage from the start, then I'll talk a bit more about the other areas of this stage. Right, so from the start of the stage, playing for real now. Well, not really for real, but to show you the stage. Now you can actually jump into the grinders as there's hidden blocks, but if you jump in the middle, you're going to die, so please don't do that. And then there's nothing especially difficult about this section of the level. If you fall down here, for example, there are hidden blocks. So you can't get soft locked. Same applies here. I'll just show you because, well, because I can really. Now for this part here, nothing difficult there. I really like this part. It's a cool effect. If you run across like that, you've got this lovely wave. There we go, activate all the skull lifts. Now the thwomps can't get you either. This part here sort of looks like teeth to a certain extent. You've got all the fireworks when you bounce up and down on the note blocks as well. Let's activate the checkpoint, then of course the troll and the proper part of the level in the pipe. So here we go. So for this part of the stage I recommend just taking your time, don't rush. If you rush you're going to die. Most of the sections something will light up the path, so to speak. For example, here the boos light up where you're supposed to stand. So just be careful. This part is basically a sort of troll. The thwomps can't actually hit you, and then it lights up everything as well. Across on the vines. Now this part is actually quite tricky. Just be careful. Make sure to jump at the right time. You can do that as well to skip the second grinder. So we're going to ignore the pipe for now. This part's quite hard as well. You can do something like that. You can also stay in the middle platform since there's no conveyor there. Might take a few tries to beat that part. This is just a giant conveyor jump. Make sure you've got a good bit of swinging going, then jump like that. And then you've really beaten the stage from here. Unless you fall in the gap that's just sort of down to the left here. You can't really die. Let's go ahead and beat the stage. There we go. Nice, so not too difficult, but that's only one method for beating the stage. There's lots of other things in this stage as well. Alright, so now I'm in the subworld. Let's start talking about these secrets. So you can see there are quite a few pipes you can go into. So what I'm going to do is start with the first pipe here. That's pretty easy to access. Now this pipe does lead to a massive shortcut that allows you to beat the entire level. You've got to get through 3 rooms. Let's see if I can do the shell jump. Probably not. I'm so bad at shell jumps. I really suck at shell jumps. Have another go. Yeah. That's about my level of skill at shell jumps anyway. Probably see that. Oh, I nailed it that time. That leads to another door. And then that leads to another area. And if you can jump over the mole, go into here. Then a shell section here, which is quite tricky as well. If you can get through that, you get to the door here, and then a secret area that leads to another shellmet, and then you can beat the stage like that. So a little bit different, an alternative way that's definitely quicker to beat the stage. So now back in the subworld, there are more pipes, as you've probably already seen. Now if you can beat all the other pipes in the level, you get pink coins, and then that leads to an area at the end of the stage. You can go in the doors. Then you get this hidden area here. You can go in the pipe like so. Then you get the bonus area. A couple of extra keys as well. You get stars, fire flowers, raccoon feather. All the bonuses you could want. There we go. Then you can go back in one of the doors. Or the other door which you haven't already unlocked, should I say. Then you can go and beat the stage from here. Of course, you'd already have the spiny helmet at this point, and you wouldn't be getting horribly soft-locked like I'm about to. But yeah, that's the objective of getting all the pink coins anyway. So now you might be wondering how to get all of the pink coins, and well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to get each one, and hopefully not fail too much. Here's the first one in the pipe here. That's easily accessed like this. So for the first room, a buzzy shellmet fires out. What you have to do is ride the shellmet across. Not as easy as it looks. Let's give this a go. Okay, that's half of it done. You've got to make it back as well. That's quite tricky. But let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. Land on the buzzy shellmet. Land perfectly. That's how it's done. So here's the second one. Quite simple to get to this one. Just jump in the pipe like so. Right, so here we go with this room. It's basically precision. Jump on the corner, jump over. Tricky jump here. Just sort of do it like that. Nice, okay. Careful. Get that pink coin and now make it back. Have to concentrate here. It's a lot harder in reverse. That's the angle, nice. And then land. Nice, that's how it's done. So the next one is easy to find. It's just by the checkpoint. Just jump in the pipe here. So this room is basically a double shell jump. Yeah. Let's give this a go. So that's one shell jump done. But can I make it back? Well, that's a good question. Yes, I can. So at this point, just carefully make it to there and then jump across, and that's the pink coin obtained. Right, so pink coin 4 is here. This is pretty easy to get to. Just go on the skull lifts into the pipe. So this room here is basically precision. Go across on the conveyor belts. Does something like that, then make it back. It's best not to hang about in this room. Go nice and quick, then it's a lot easier. There we go. Then the final one is just across from that point. The way to get to it is swing across like that from the claws. Okay, so the final room is basically bouncing munchers. It's precision again to a certain extent. Quite tricky though. I say quite tricky, it's very hard. Yeah, it's timing basically. You can actually jump underneath the double muncher. Done something like that. You have to do a very soft jump though. Now get the pink coin. Right, now I need to make it back. Timing. Yeah, it's not easy at all. I'm there. There we go, I've done it. Nice. And well, if you manage to do all of the challenges, you would then have the pink coins required to go in this door, and you'll be able to access the bonus area. Just make sure you get the Shelmet first, even though it's forced. You can't really not get the Shelmet. But there we go, that's the secret area in the level completed. Or should I say the pink coin route. Now I'm going to go ahead and upload the stage. Here we go. Alright, so here we go with uploading the stage. It shouldn't be too difficult. I'm just going to complete it through the normal route during this. So here we go. Alright, so here we go. First part of this level is nice and easy. Nothing of interest to really talk about here. Just get through as quickly as possible. Again, this is intended just as a troll, really. Make the player think the level is going to be really easy. It's not, though. Going to get a bit harder, even though it's not super difficult when you enter the dark section. Right, here we go. Now, I could rush this, but I'm not going to. I do want a decent clear check time, but I don't want to die in the process of trying to get it, so go quickly but carefully at the same time. That was a bit risky. I sort of jumped at an awkward time. I think I'm okay though. There's the checkpoint. Now from here, the final part of the level is actually quite a bit shorter than the first part of this section. There's less after the checkpoint than before the checkpoint, should I say. So here we go, nice and cool. Oh, I messed that up completely. Well, so much for a good Yeah, so much for a good clear check time. Anyway, that's good enough. Let's just go ahead and beat it. Just want to get this uploaded, basically. Alright, clear check number 2. So that's from here, so yeah, just the dark section this time around. Let's get through this nice and quickly. Carefully as well. There we go. Right, through the vines with the fireballs. Over the grinders. Checkpoint. Fireball pipe section. Claw section, then beat it. Nice. Spiny helmet, then into the pipe. Let's try the other pipe this time. And there we go. We're looking good for 2 clears. Now I'm just going to get one more clear, which shouldn't be too difficult, as it's the shortest clear in the stage. Here we go. So if you die at this checkpoint, you do have to hit the on-off switches. Again, that gives you the darker circle. That's the purpose of that. There's also another section in the main world that relies on the on-off switches. If you leave them on, so to speak, it kind of messes it up. So that's another reason why you have to do this. And there we go. You can see that there, actually, with the thwomps. Otherwise, the vines would come down again here, allowing you to go back in the pipe and cause all sorts of problems. Okay, so I had to make a few changes to the stage from what you saw during the previous part of the video, but this is what the final stage looks like. It's already got a first clear on the stage. Let's go ahead and look at the more info as well. I think a few people have played it. Quite a few have liked it, actually. That's not bad for an early upload. Unfortunately, not that many have cleared it. Not as many as I was expecting. It's really not that difficult. Oh well. Any comments on the stage? Let's have a quick look. We got the one comment. Oh, that's really cool. Nice bit of artwork there. So the one final thing I'm going to do is try and do the shorter route up the stage. I think I can do this. It might take me a few goes though. You won't see all my attempts, but I'll just show the one where I actually do it. Here we go, let's play the stage. Alright, so from the start, shortcut route. Right, so here we go from the start. So yeah, I think I'm going to be doing this first section quite a lot. It's basically just a time waster. It's not really anything difficult. I will do this though. I've got to beat that world record of around 2 minutes 50, I believe it was. Well, I should do that easily, but anyway. Right, the serious part of the level is in the pipe. Let's see if I can do this. So the first one is the shell jump. Tricky shell jump, not super hard. There we go, that's how it's done. Then onto the mould, across to here. Second one, on the power blocks. That's it. And now for the final room. Final room, concentrate, concentrate, concentrate. Make sure to land on the shell. Oh, I've just about done it. I thought I was going to fall off then. There we go, that's how it's done anyway. That's how you do the shortcut route of the level and compete for that world record. There we go. Course cleared, and I've beaten that world record of 2 minutes 51. Well, I haven't, because it's my own stage, but anyway. Alright, and that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching me play this level. So there's more to this level than it might first appear. Lots of secrets in the level. If you are curious to check this level out for yourselves, the ID is in the description. It's also in the video itself as well. If you did enjoy this video, giving it a like and subscribing is always appreciated. Thank you to those that have already subscribed. There are a few other videos on the screen you may enjoy as well. Feel free to check those out if you want to do so. And thanks for watching.